Hello guys, सभी का स्वागत है. This is Shiv. Welcome back to our channel. So guys, in this video, we are going to see another question of HackerRank 1 month preparation kit. So the question name is Subarray Division. So let's see now.
Hello guys, my name is Surya. Today we are going to discuss the question of Subarray Division 1. So let's read the problem statement. Two children, Lily and Ron, want to share a chocolate bar. Each of squares has an integer on it. That means we have a chocolate bar which is of squares, continuous squares, and there are numbers in it, integers on it. So what Lily decides, okay, let me read this statement. Lily decides to share a continuous segment of the bar selected such that the length of segment matches Ron's birth month and the sum of integers on the squares is equal to his birthday. That means what Lily is going to do is she will divide the chocolate bar which is of squares such that the segment is nothing but the part that got divided should be of size that is equal to Ron's birth month. And after dividing the chocolate into subparts, if the numbers on that part sum is equal should be equal to his birthday. That is what she is doing. So if we see the array is 22132, that means we had a chocolate. Let's do it in comments. Our array is here. I have already took, I think, and no, 2 okay, 2213132, 22132, 22132 is our array. This is our array, and what we have to do is we have to divide it into parts. D equal to 4 and M equal to 3. D equal to 4 and 1 equal to 3. So we have to cut this chocolate into two pieces. This is chocolate, and on each square of the chocolate bar we are having integer numbers on it. So how Lily is going to divide this chocolate is nothing but the number of cells in this chocolate should be 3. Sorry, is it 3 or 2? 2. So we can divide this as 2 as one part and 132 as remaining part. Sorry, 2. Okay, we can divide it in sizes of 2. So we can divide it into 2, and then remaining one part will be of 132, or we can divide it as 2, 1, or we can divide it as 1, 3, or we can divide it as 3, 2. But what is the condition is we have to divide such that the sum of the integers on that part should be 4. So if we take this part, the sum is 4. So it is a possibility. If we take this part, sum is 3, but our sum should be 4, which is not a possibility. If we take this part 1, 3, sum is 4, which is equal to this number. So it is a possibility. Again, if we take these two numbers, sum is 5, which is not equal to 4, and it is not a possibility. So what is our question is, Lily wants to find the segments summing to Ron's birthday. So the window size of the part should be 4. with a length equaling his birth month. Sorry. The sum should be 4 and the length should be 2. That is what it is saying. In this case, there are two segments meeting her criteria, 2 2 and 1 3. As we have already seen, sum of 2 plus 2 of this window is 4. So it is meeting our criteria. And again, sum of 1 and 3 is 4, which is also meeting our criteria. The number of cells that need to be taken in this window is known by this months, and the sum of the window will be known by this days. That is what the question is. So what we have to return is, we have to return the number of ways the bar can be divided such that the sum should be equal to days and the length of the window should be equal to these months. That is what the question is. So here they are given a function for us, birthday, and the parameters passed function are s of n, which is nothing but the array which array of integers that are present in the chocolate, and d is Ron's birthday, and m is birth month. This is day and this is month. So what we have to return is, we have to return the number of ways the bar can be divided into. So here we had two possibilities, 2 2 this window and 1 3 this window, because this window size is 2 and sum is 4, this window size is 2 and sum is 4. So here two possibilities, so we have to return 2 for this question, for this example. Again, the first line contains an integer in the number of squares in the chocolate bar. Okay, and second line contains the n separated space in the SI, the number of chocolate squares on the where 0 less than equal to I less than n, and third line contains, this is the input format. So I have already taken this. First size is nothing but the first n is nothing but the size of the chocolate. That means number of squares on the chocolate. Number of squares on the chocolate are 5, and these 1 2 3 1 1 2 1 3 2 values are nothing but integers on the squares of chocolates. So here I have created a scanner object, and here I took an array list of integers, because here they have given it as list of integers, and this is nothing but the size of chocolate bar 5. And with this for loop, I am taking this 5 elements into our list. Here I am using nextend method in order to get next element from the console, and I am adding it to our array list S. Then what is the input is 3, which is nothing but the days, and months is also taken from this console, which is 2 here. So I am calling this birthday function. Here I have declared it, and the result that is returned will be stored in this result variable, and we are printing the result variable. Okay, we can do this problem in multiple ways, and I will tell you one way of solving this. Approach 1, using prefix array, prefix sum array. What we can do is prefix array. We can create another array which will contain sum of elements till that index. So first element would be 2, because till this index, that means till 0th index, the sum of elements from 0th index to current index is nothing but 2. And here now at first index we have to have some from 0th index to first index, which is nothing but 2 plus 2, that is 4. And at second index, we have to add these elements from 0th index to second index, which is nothing but 2 plus 2 plus 1, which is 5. Similarly, for third index, from third index, we have to sum from 0th index to third index, which is nothing but 5 plus 3, 8. And similarly, at last, we will have 10. After creating this prefix sum array, what we can do is we can find the sum of this window. So if we consider this window is from window index, and let me call it. Now here window is, so let us consider this window. This window is from 0th index to first index. So 0th index to first index. So what is the sum of this window? Sum of this window can be known by this prefix sum array, which is nothing but 4. How can I know that the sum is only 4? So let's understand this. This window's last index is nothing but 1. So let me write here indices as well. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So our Windows last element index is nothing but 1. So 1. We have to subtract this 1th element value of prefix array from this index minus window sized element. So here window size is 2. So we have to subtract 4 minus the value at 1 minus 2th position, which is nothing but minus 1th position. Since we have no minus 1th position in array, we have to subtract 0. So our sum will be sum of current window will be 4 minus 0, which is nothing but 4. So let's take another window. So if we consider this window 2 comma 1, it is starting from first index and ending at second index. So let's see the sum. So it is starting index is 1 and ending index is 2. Now sum of current window. Sum of current window is nothing but 2 plus 1, which is 3. We can find it using this prefix array. Sum of current window is nothing but, since this last index is 2, so we have to go to second index of prefix array and we have to subtract this last index minus window size. Window size is 2, so 2 minus 2 is 0. So we can get this window size by subtracting this prefix sum array at current ith position and the value of prefix array which is at current ith minus window ith position, which is 2. So our sum of window will be 5 minus 2, which is nothing but 3. 5 minus 2, which is nothing but 3. So as you can see that sum of this window is 2 plus 1, which is 3. So that is what we have got by using this prefix array. Let me do it for another window as well. Now let us consider this window 1 comma 3. 1 comma 3 is at indices 2 and 3. So our last index of current window is 3. So let me write that one as well. Last index of current window is 3. Last index of current window minus window size. Okay. Last index of current window is nothing but 3. 3 minus current window size. Current window size is 2, which is nothing but 1. So we have to subtract the elements of prefix sum array from third index to first index. So if we see at third index we have 8, and at first index we have 4. So our sum of current window will be third index value. Third index value is 8. So 8 minus this one. This one. So here the value at prefix sum array index 1 is nothing but 4. So 8 minus 4 is 4. So sum of current window is 4. This is how we are doing this. If you can see this, 1 plus 3 is nothing but 4. Again, if we see for another thing as well. Window index range. So let us consider the window as 3 comma 2. 3 comma 2 is from index. This is at 0, 1, 2, 3. Third index and till fourth index. Third index till fourth index. Sum of okay, I have written it twice, right? Let me delete this. Last index of current window is nothing but 4. And last index of current window minus window size is nothing but 4 minus 2, which will be 2. So we can find the sum of current window by using these two indexes. These are indexes and not elements of the array. These are indexes of prefix sum array. We have to subtract those. So we have to go to fourth index. We have value 10, and we have to subtract it from second index value. Second index value is nothing but 5. So current window sum is 10 minus 5, which is nothing but 5. As you can see that 3 plus 2 is nothing but 5. That is what we have got. So with this prefix array, we are finding the sums of these windows. Sum of these windows directly by subtracting the values of prefix array at positions last index of current window and at position last index of current window minus window size. So with this we are doing it in a efficient way. That means in less time. Similarly, we can also take another examples. Okay, if you see this array 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2. If you see this array, let window size be at window size is 4. sum of current window. Since our okay, let me take it as 3. Let us consider this window of size 3 from 0th index to second index. So 0th index to second index. Sum of current window is nothing but 1 plus 2 plus 1, which is 4. We will get it using prefix sum array. Prefix sum array is nothing but first value will be 1. Second value would be 0. Sum of values of array from 0th index to current index. Current index is nothing but 1. So 1 plus 2, which is nothing but 3. Next 1 plus 2 plus 1, which is nothing but 4. Next 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3, which is nothing but 5, 6, 7. Next 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 2, which is nothing but 9. 1, 3, 4, 9. Right. So sum of current window is nothing but we can find it using last index of current window. Last index of current window is nothing but 2. So 2 and last index of current window minus window size. Last index of current window is 2 minus window size. Window size is nothing but 3, 3, which is nothing but minus 1. So sum of current window. Let me write it down. Sum of current window is nothing but prefix sum array of last index minus prefix sum array of last index of current window size minus 1. So which is nothing but last index of current window size, that is 2, prefix array of 2, prefix array of 2, which is 4. Okay, let me write those as the indices as well. Prefix array of 2 minus prefix array of minus 1. Yes, this is minus 1 combined. Since we got minus 1, we have to treat it as 0. So prefix sum array of 2, which is nothing but 2th index we have 4. So this is 4. 4 minus, since we have minus 1, we have to consider prefix sum array as whole 0. So 4 minus 0 is nothing but 4. So sum of current window is nothing but 1 plus 2 plus 1, which is 4. So we got it. Again, we can do it for another windows as well. So let us consider the window from first index to third index. First index to third index. Now last index of current window is 3. Last index of current window minus window size is last index is 3 and window size is 3. So 3 minus 3 is 0. 3 minus 3 is 0. Again, sum of, let me copy this one. Sum of current window is nothing but prefix sum array of last index of current window minus prefix summary of last index of current window minus window size. So prefix summary of last index. Last index is nothing but 3. So here we have to write it as 3. And prefix summary of last index of current window minus window size. 3 minus 3 which is 0. So here 0. So prefix summary of 3. At third position what we had is 7. 7 minus at 0th position we have 1. 7 minus 1 is 6. So sum of elements from first index to third index is 6. We can also see here 2 plus 1 plus 3 which is nothing but 6. Similarly, we can do it for another index range as well. Index range, let us consider index range as this. That means second index to fourth index. So here 2, comma 4. Last index of current window is 4. Last index of current window minus window size is 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3, which is 1. Again, sum of current window is nothing but prefix sum arrays last index of current window. Last index of current window is 4. So here we have to change it as 4. The prefix summary of last index of current window minus window size, which is 1. So we have to make it as 1. So at fourth index, what we had in prefix array, at fourth index we had 9. So 9 minus, at one position we had 3. 9 minus 3 is 6. 6. 2 to 4. 2 to 4. Okay. So sum of current window is nothing but 6. We can check here. From second index to fourth index, our current sum is 1 plus 3 plus 2, which is nothing but 6. That is what we have got. So with this prefix sum array, we can calculate the sum of windows, and the window size can be anything. Sum of windows by just accessing the elements of prefix sum array. So what we can do is, for this question, since we have to find windows, possible windows with sum equal to days, so we can do this simply. First consider the last window of given size, which is 2. So consider the last window of size 2 and find the sum of this current window. If sum of this current window is nothing but here it is 5, and if it is equal to 4, what we can do is we can increment the count, since it is a possible division of chocolate. Next what we can do is we can move to next window, and we have to find sum of current window. Sum of current window is nothing but 4, which is equal to this 4. So we have to increment the current window. Sorry, so we have to increment the count, because we can divide this chocolate with this possibility. Again we have to move to the current window. So our current window is 2 comma 1. Sum of elements in current window is nothing but 2 plus 1, which is 3. 3 is not equal to 4. So what we have to do is we should not increase the count, since it is not a possible partition of chocolate. So we have to move to last window. Again, sum of current window is 4, which is equal to 4. So we have to increment the count. So with the count, with by incrementing the count when when the sum of current window is equal to 4, we are counting the number of possible partitions. So that is what the asked in question. So let me write code for this. So here we got S, D, and M. D is nothing but days, and M is nothing but months, and S is the array of that chocolate. So at first we need to create prefix sum array. Instead of creating another prefix sum array, we can change the actual array into prefix sum array. So we can create prefix array. Here we are modifying the original array itself, modifying original array itself into prefix sum array. So what we can do is we can loop through every element. This size is okay. Name of this array is s dot s plus plus int previous. Okay, we can loop it from 1. S dot get I minus 1 int current s dot get I s dot set index. Previous plus current. So with this for loop, we are modifying the original array into prefix sum array. I will show you how we are modifying. So we are starting from first index to last index, and for each index we are getting the previous element and current element. Current element is nothing but the element that is at ith index, and the previous element is nothing but that is at I minus 1th index. That is at I minus 1th index. We are setting current index value as sum of previous index value plus current index value. You can see here we are setting it as sum of previous index value plus current index value. So if you can see here, since we are starting from 1th index, so at 1 what we are doing is we are summing up this element and previous element, so 1 plus 2. So at 1th index we will get 1 plus 2, which is nothing but 3. We don't need to consider this 0th index, since 0th index value will remain same in prefix array as well. So what we have got it, we have got these two values when I equal to 1. When I equal to 2, what we are doing is we are taking this current index value is nothing but 1, and previous index value is nothing but 3. So we are summing it up, 1 plus 3, which is nothing but 4, and we are setting it up at ith index 4. Now I is nothing but 2, so we are setting it up at second index. So we got in this. When I is equal to 3, what we are doing is we are getting the current index value, which is nothing but 3, and previous index value, which is nothing but 4. 3 plus 4 is 7. So we are updating at ith position. I is here 3. So we got prefix array till 4 elements. Next, I is nothing but 4. When I equal to 4, current index value is 2. Previous index value is 7. 2 plus 7 is 9. We are updating at fourth index 9. So with this we got prefix sum array of given array. Yes. So after getting prefix sum array, what we have to do is we have to find sum of windows from last. We can also do it from first also. It doesn't matter. But I am doing from last. So we can write a loop for it. While if let me get okay, here we are getting days and months of D and M. What we can do is we can create two variables just for our understanding. Int window size. Window size is nothing but these months. So M. Window size is M, and required sum is B. Since sum of window should be equal to days. So that means our required sum is nothing but 4, which is nothing but days. Days is D. So I have assigned it to variable required sum. I can have another variable count, but initialize to 0. So what we need to do is we need to go from last window to first window. So we have to iterate from this index to this 0 1 window minus 1th index. So let me take a variable I equal to, since we need to come from last, so I am initializing this I variable to last index. I initialize this I variable from last index, while I not equal to window size minus 1. I will tell you this condition about this condition later. Just hold on for a while. So at first I is at last index. From last index we have to find the sum of current window. Current window sum. We can find it using prefix sum array. So if you can remember, this is the our formula. Sum of current window. Sum of current window is nothing but prefix sum array. Prefix sum array here is the same array. Prefix sum array of last index. Since we are using array list, we can use get of last index of current window. Last index of current window is each time it will be I only, right? So I minus prefix sum array of last index of current window minus window size. Last index of current window. Last index of current window is nothing but I minus window size. Window size is nothing but window size only. Window size. We can write it intuitively as int left the last index of current window as I. We can create two variables, left and right. Left and right are nothing but the values of this window. So if we consider this 5, 8, 10 as window, left is nothing but 4 and right is nothing but 10. If we subtract this, we will get the sum of this window. So we can have left and right. Left is nothing but s dot get last index of current window minus window size. Right is nothing but s dot get last index of current window. So what we can write here is right minus left. If sum of current window is if sum of current window is equal to required sum, then we have to increase the count. Else we need to increase. We do not need to do anything for count variable. So we are writing this condition for incrementing count. However, whatever happens, our current window is starting from last index, so it has to decrement. So what is happening is, at first we are considering this window. I will be at last position, which is nothing but at fourth index. Then I will be decremented. So I equal to 3 and the window will be 5, 8. Again I will be 2 and the window will be 4, 5. Again the I will be 1, the window will be this 2, 4. So I am decrementing this I because to change window. So we had seen a problem here. If you closely observe, if we are moving towards left, each time our window is moving towards left, at this first window, which is nothing but okay, here window size is 3. So first window is this. At first window, we are getting prefix summary of this index as -1. If you see for any array, it will be definitely this index will be -1. So what we are doing is we are skipping it here with this condition in while I not equal to window size -1. So if you see here, window size is nothing but 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. So when I is equal to 2, we are stopping. So here I is equal to 2. At 2 we have this window, but we are not considering this window. We have considered this previous windows, all previous windows till this window -1. What we can do is we can consider this 3 sized window as an alternate condition. So if I equal to window size minus 1, if I equal to window size minus 1, then what we can do is we can handle it separately. Here left would be s dot get last index of current window minus window size, but it will be minus 1. This is the case we are discussing about. Last index of current window minus window size will be minus 1. So we cannot write this. So we cannot write this here. But left right would be same. S dot get last index of current window. Okay, sum of current window is nothing but right minus left. Sum of current window equal to required sum. You have to increment count. But we have to find left first. Since when index is minus 1, what we are considering is we are considering this as 0. So 4 minus 0 is nothing but 4. If you see this, our index range is from 0 to 2. So our window is 1, 3, 4. Okay, sorry, our window is 1, 2, 1. We have to check in this. Our window is 1 to 1 and sum of current window is nothing but 1 plus 2 plus 1, which is nothing but 4. So in order to get this 4, we can go to last index of prefix array, which is nothing but 4, and our left is not defined. Our right is 4, but left is not defined. So what we can do is we can keep left as 0. So what I will do is I will keep left as 0. So this will make our code work for the first window. Other than first window, all windows can be taken care of by this while loop. So at last we have to return the count. So count is nothing but the denoting the number of possibilities of dividing this chocolate array. If you see here 2 comma 2 is a possibility and 1 comma 3 is a possibility. 2 comma 2 and 1 comma 3, two possibilities. So count will be 2. We have to return 2. So here also we are returning the count. What I can do is I can copy this code and submit. Let me run here. I will click here and then I will. Okay, can't find last index of current window. Okay, last index of current window is nothing but I only here also. Okay, for input 12132, I have taken. What we need to get is we need to get 2. See here, expected output is 2. That means we should get 2 and we got it as 2 only. So I will submit this answer. I have copied the code. I am pasting the code here and then submit. Let me run the code first. As you can see, it is passing these 3 test cases. and we can submit the code as well. Okay, as you can see, it is passing all the test cases. 13 test cases, it got passed. So this is an approach for this question. The question is nothing but Subarray Division 1, and this is the code. You can find the code in comments
You
or
can
in the
find
description.
code in the link I will provide in the description. You can find the code there. Uh, Hope you like the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And so we can also solve in the different manner as well. This is the order of n square. This is order of not n square, n into m, which is d into m. Sorry, n into m here, which is n means the array length, m is the month. So, but in this place, we have done using uh, only array length, which means the order of n, I think. Yeah, right.
It is the code we have discussed is for time complexity. Let me write here. It is of order of n. Time complexity is
Yes. So,
order of n because we are adding ones. This is of order of n.
okay. I think his sound was loading. So let me explain that the time complexity here is order of one because we are uh, iterating the array from 1 to the size, and in the down itself, in the while loop itself, we are also iterating the array from the right to left, which is from the reverse. So the time complexity will be order of n. We have another solution of order of n square as well, but it will be like it won't it won't uh, it won't give the required solution with the time and space complexity. So the question will be the order of n. Okay, and the coming to the space complexity, we are not taking any extra array, just we are creating the variable. So the space complexity will be order of one here. Okay, um, we have another solution of order of n square. uh, in this video we are not explaining here, but I will add the code in our link, which is in our description link, so you can check from there order of n square solution also. It will be somewhat easy, but it will take the time to execute. Okay, so this is the solution for this question. Make sure to like, share and subscribe. मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. तब तक के लिए बाय बाय.